Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chris Bolts coming in with a video on Captain America Brave New World. Now, what you see right in front of me is a very logical question that everybody had when they first saw the promotional material for this particular movie. And that question is, how can Sam Wilson, who is just a normal human being, take a punch from the Hulk? And the obvious answer to that is he can't. And even in the movie, they allude to the fact towards the end when he's fighting Red Hulk, you can't allude to the fact that, yeah, you know what, you can obliterate me in one punch. And that's basically to address the ridiculousness of this particular, that particular promotional art. And even someone in Marvel had asked the same thing. And this guy right here is pretty much asking us the exact same question. And so I'm going to let him ask it, and then the person who's going to respond to him is this guy named Rome Comic Geek, and he's trying to make it make sense and everything like that. But I'm going to tell you right now what more likely what his answer is going to be, because it was already given to me, is namely that it's the shield that allows him to take the punch, and anyone who wields the shield can actually withstand things that they normally should not be able to withstand, which is just absurd. But let me go ahead and let him ask the question. I'm gonna let Rome Comic Geek go ahead and answer it.
A full throttle punch from a Hulk and not being dead, let alone digging his feet in the ground and holding up the damn shield and receiving that punch. Now, I waited to get this because I actually see the movie. It is very simple. It's not.
See what I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? That is exactly what all these people will say. It's just the shield. He doesn't. In fact, he doesn't even address how what the other guy was asking, which is how can he take the full force of that shield, of that punch with that shield, while his feet are being planted into the ground? See, people like this Rome Comic Geek like to think that simply because you wield that shield, the laws of physics are suspended, which is absurd. Now, the entire point of vibranium, at least according to the lore of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is that vibranium is able to absorb the kinetic energy of anything that hits the shield or hits vibranium, and then you can basically disperse it. However, that doesn't say anything about the concussion that comes along with said hit. So even though it absorbs the kinetic energy of the hit, you still will suffer the concussive force from said hit. Now, the best example to give here is wearing a bulletproof vest. Now, when you take a bullet while wearing a bulletproof vest, the concept behind it is the bullet hits the bulletproof vest. It absorbs the kinetic energy of that bullet and everything like that, and it disperses it. However, you still feel the impact of that bullet hitting you at faster than at whatever speed it's traveling. So you are still going to be hurt by getting hit by a bullet. That would be the same principle here. If the Hulk hits that shield, it's gonna the shield may absorb the kinetic force of the punch, but the concussion from it would still do damage to Sam Wilson. He would be obliterated. Even within the movie itself, if you watch that final fight as he's taking those punches from the Red Hulk, they show a little scene where he's being sunk into the ground. So even the movie recognizes that if he's taking those punches in and everything like that, all that concussive force is forcing Sam Wilson into the ground. His knees should be at least obliterated. And let's not forget the fact that there was also a scene within the movie where Sam Wilson stops a lamppost swing, a full swing with the lamppost from the Red Hulk with both of his hands and jet thrusters. No. So the entire logic of what this man is saying goes out the window. And lastly, there's one other type of situation within the two within the Marvel Cinematic Universe that actually would support the fact that it's the man who's holding the shield that actually determines how well he can absorb the concussive force, not the kinetic force, the concussion from the impact that hits upon the shield. And that's with Steve Rogers as Captain America. And right here, now that right there is how the shield is supposed to work. Thor hits his shield, hits Steve Rogers' shield. The kinetic feedback forced him back. And that brings up another thing about how vibranium works, because apparently you can push a button and force it out and everything like that, as opposed to there being a strong kinetic feedback. But he was able to still withstand it and everything like that. And then the other time was when Thanos broke Cap's shield. And we all remember that. Here we go. And you see he cut it right there. He's cut it again, see? Now, does anybody in their right mind believe that before modern Marvel got a hold of Captain America, that Sam Wilson would be able to even withstand a fight with Thanos, let alone a fight with Red Hulk? It's absurd. Now see, I already pointed that out right there. The thing is, again, it's the man holding the shield and everything like that. Does anybody here think that Sam Wilson would be able to do the same thing? And the answer is no. Sam Wilson would not be able to stand there and hold that shield to reinforce so that Thor can hit it. It's like if you're sitting there and you plant yourself down and you hold it up like this, you need to have someone just as strong and capable that can reinforce that impact so that it can disperse. That's not Sam Wilson. Cap is holding the shield. Captain America, Steve Rogers, is holding the shield. Means that Sam Wilson should be able to do the exact same things is absurd. Sam Wilson is not a super soldier, and throughout the entire movie, they make sure to tell you that he's not a super soldier, and they also make sure to try to tell you the fact that at the end of that fight with Red Hulk, one punch could have obliterated Sam Wilson, and that would include even holding the shield. One last thing before we go ahead and get out of here. Now, right here, this movie, Captain America: Brave New World, has earned only $7.2 million last night, and that's an 82% drop from the film's domestic opening day, which just goes to show that, frankly, nobody has bought into the believability of Sam Wilson as Captain America. And that is all because of the fault of Disney Marvel taking a beloved character, Sam Wilson as Falcon, and shoehorning him into the role of Captain America, where it just doesn't logically make sense that he is Captain America. And it has nothing to do with the fact that he's black. That's the least of Sam Wilson's problems. And black people should stop wanting this type of hand-me-down, because it just makes the character look bad. It makes these really cool black characters look bad, and it doesn't endear them to anybody. And then frankly, there's not enough black people that can show up that would actually make up for that big, huge drop. In fact, it's probably a whole bunch of black people that just sat there and said, you know something, we don't want this either. As you can see in that Instagram video that I posted earlier, let me go ahead and refresh. The guy right here is black. He's the one that asked the logical question. He's the one that agrees with my position. I'm black. And we'll just go through right here. Lorena, she's black. Simon FX, he's black. Kata, he's black. And then here's Derek Anderson, DA. He just got posted a new video on this issue. He's black. Nobody wants a hand-me-down Captain America, especially one that has not done anything to receive the title. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys down with Captain America? Did you guys go see it this week, or did you guys avoid it take my advice from my review and avoid it and everything, and just say, you know what, we're okay. We'll pass on that one. Let me know. Jump down in the comments and give me your thoughts and opinions. And remember to make sure you like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified when I post videos like this one. And thank you very much for checking me out. My name is Chris Bolts, and I will catch you in the next one. Take it easy.